to have pretty good lighting. You know, as far as you can get for natural lighting. We just left the theater for Victor Frankenstein. I know what you're gonna say, but what did you think?
I liked it.
You did? Did you genuinely liked it?
Yeah.
I thought it was dreadfully boring. I like
Science.
well, I do. At the beginning, I was thinking this might be okay because it's getting panned. But at the beginning, I was kind of okay with it. I like they show Igor's origin, and they show why he is so loyal to Victor, and they do a great job of kind of making them equals in different ways. Victor is more, you know, he's really smart, but he's eager to jump ahead, while Igor is more, he's like equally intelligent, but he's more detail focused. Kind of like if you do a Myers-Briggs test, Victor would be probably Victor would be like an N, and then Igor would be like an S, you know. But as the movie went on, man, oh my God, I got so bored. If you're they don't deal with, like, if you look at the original Frankenstein story, you deal a lot with the monster and how he deals with society and how society deals with him. Spoiler alert, it doesn't deal with him well. But this doesn't deal with it at all. Spoiler alert, you only get the monster at, like, the end, and he's literally just a monster for them to fight, because suddenly Igor and Victor are like action heroes fighting him. They have to defeat him.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, what do you want to say?
The thing that they forgot was the brain. They totally forgot the brain.
Yeah, well, I'm certain they didn't forget a brain, but yeah. He just seemed to be like, ugh.
Yeah, he didn't know how to move his mouth and talk.
And there are lots of subplots going on in here.
He knew how to move his mouth, but he didn't know how to talk.
Yeah, but throughout the story, Igor has a love interest, and I felt for certain that this character pretty much existed to die and then get reanimated. And to a degree, I'm happy they didn't take that route. But at the same time, I would have preferred it, because then she would have been more intricate to this story, and there would have been a point to her character. You could cut her character out. There's no point. There's the inspector dude, who's just annoying. He's played by, I don't know the name, but he's Moriarty in Sherlock. He was in Spectre just a couple weeks ago, so he's doing pretty well for himself. He's a good actor. All the actors here are pretty good. No complaints for the actors.
Let's bring up our favorite characters.
Who's your favorite?
Igor.
Yeah, well, Igor is kind of, yeah, he's the lead here, even though it's called Victor Frankenstein. But anyways, you end up with this inspector dude. And he seems like a good inspector, and then suddenly he's spouting off, God, you're going against God, good sir. Stuff like that. And all of a sudden, the movie becomes almost this message that we shouldn't toy with God's handiwork. That's the message I got from this movie. And I
didn't get any messages.
Well, it really seemed like they were trying to drive that point home. And the problem is, when you're looking at that argument, it's really, ugh. I mean, light bulbs wouldn't exist if we didn't tinker around with stuff we found.
Yeah, you've got to tinker around to make inventions. All of them!
I mean, if we didn't, like, tinker around, people would die of cancer. We need to tinker around. Now, should we tinker around responsibly? Yeah, but that didn't seem to be what this movie was going for. It was just like, no, there's these lines that you don't cross, ever. You just gotta do it responsibly. So that whole point of the movie just falls flat for me instantly. Charles Dance pops up in this movie. The cast in this movie is really good. He pops up in this movie, and he's Victor's father, and he's like, I don't like you, son. And then that's his whole character.
Just to tell you, What was your favorite character?
Oh yeah, probably Igor. I liked Igor. Igor was cool in this movie. But yeah, this movie, that was really bad. You don't get the monster until the ending, and it doesn't even deal with the monster the way it should be dealt with. The monster in this is literally just a monster.
Yeah, and just to tell you, in Skeleton Creek, he's read the Dr. Ryan has read the Dr. Frankenstein book.
No.
And pretty much and he underlined some stuff and wrote some questions on the pages, and they were in the journal. So, and it said in there, he actually just wrote this down. He just said, well, actually, I'm gonna pause that.
Okay. I was gonna say there is something else I like in this movie. Let me get this out, okay?
Okay.
There's something else I liked in this movie. It was towards the end where we figure out why Victor is so dedicated to bring people back to life. It's because he feels guilty about the death of his brother. He blames himself for the death of his brother, and he feels like he needs to reset the scales. You know, because of him, his brother's dead, so now he needs to do something to bring someone back to life. And I thought that was an interesting way to take it. For what it's worth. Go ahead. What else were you going to say?
I was going to say that he wrote something in there that said after Frankenstein was made, he accidentally killed somebody. But Frankenstein's innocent. He did not mean it.
What do you mean?
It said there in the book.
Oh, you're talking about the Skeleton Creek book.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to place in the movie. Okay, well, she's off topic. I think I've said everything I want to say. I can't recommend this. Good acting. Some interesting characters.
The only thing that it seems related to is Frankenstein character there.
Yeah, this movie just has too many subplots. It'd be like, I like the Victor and Igor, like I like them, and I like how their characters are written. I feel like the movie would have been strong if we focused on that. We don't even get to Frankenstein's castle until the third act. It drags that much. So yeah, I can't recommend it. She of course does, because she recommends everything. It's cool. I enjoy going to all movies with you. I just don't enjoy all the movies.
Yeah, I enjoy all of them.
That's it. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you really love this video, consider visiting my Patreon page.